I'm sorry my background is so boring. I really need to get something like fun, or I don't know, put my apartment together, but I honestly want to try and move. That's another story. If I ever film like a vlog or anything, I'll explain that. So these books have helped me get through breakups, like getting out of toxic relationships, toxic friendships, and basically giving me the tools to like discover and learn more about myself, become comfortable with myself, and also learn how to sit and process my thoughts, which sounds kind of ridiculous, but it's something that you don't really do, or at least unless you're really aware of it and you're good about this stuff, but you don't really like sit down and think about your thoughts or think about, I don't know, maybe some people do. It was something I never did. I was never comfortable with the thought of just sitting there and like thinking about my thoughts. I've come to a place after reading all these books. I'm obviously nowhere near being like the most enlightened human ever or anything, but these books have seriously helped me so much, and I'm not one to just pick up and read. So some of these are just like you read a page a day, or you read different excerpts depending on how you're feeling and things like that. So it's not like sit here, read a 700-page book or anything like that. It's very short, most of them, very like pretty easy, and I think you guys will like this a lot. So these books have also taught me how to get rid of negative thoughts and how to put positive thoughts into your mind. And honestly, a lot of this is kind of like just practice. Every single day you're going to face different adversities and things that are going to make you potentially want to be in a bad mood or something like that. And if you're one of those people who just wakes up and you're in a bad mood, you're gonna have to try and change that. And I promise you, you can do it. I was that way. I would wake up and I would literally say in my head, like, I'm in a bad mood. I'm just gonna be in a bad mood today. Like, that's what it is. And that's the tea. And that's not okay. Just because I promise once you can get out of that, you're gonna be so much happier and your life will be so much better. So honestly, a lot of this, like I said, was practice, reading these books, and truthfully just like faking it till I make it. If I would wake up in a bad mood, I would force myself to say something nice, force myself to give someone a compliment, force myself to smile in the morning or something, even if I didn't want to do it and it was so hard. Once I started doing that, I swear I just became a more positive person, and it just makes your life so much better. And I really want to share these with you guys because I'm really big on like self-help and just becoming a better version of yourself. And I don't think that you can be good in relationships and just in life if you're not practicing and bettering yourself. That's something I've noticed, at least. So the first book, which I get 1,001 questions of every single time I post it on Instagram, is The Daily Stoic. I have talked about this book so many times. It's by Ryan Holiday, and essentially it starts on the first day of the year. So if you want, you can start it. Don't wait till the first day of the year to get the book though. Just get it now and start on the very first page, truthfully. January 1st, control and choice. You can't really see it because this ring light is so freaking bright. But basically it will give you an excerpt from a famous philosopher, and then it breaks it down into very much modern day terms. And it is just amazing. It has taught me so much about just letting things go and only focusing on the things that's important. And this sounds so simple, but I swear there's so much more to it. It is so much deeper. If I could buy everybody in the world a copy of this book, I would do it in a heartbeat, because this book has literally changed my life. Like, literally changed my life. I read it every single morning and I love it. It is all about Stoicism, which is basically a form of philosophy, I believe. And it's not religious at all. Like, there's no religious undertones to this or anything, which I like. I personally just like it because I feel like I connect very well with it. So at the end of the day, it's all about finding something that resonates with you. I would recommend this to anybody, religious or not religious. That's why I'm sitting here giving you these references. Another book that my friend gave me, I haven't started yet, which I will let you know, but I trust his opinion on these things, is the Motivation Manifesto. And it is 9 different declarations to claim your personal power. So I'm really excited to read this. I've breezed through it a little bit and I already know I'm going to love it. So I will, if you guys like this video, I'll continue to make more and I'll let you know how I feel about this. Now, this book helped me through like bad breakup, years ago, and then like a very toxic friendship relationship, work relationship, and any other time I've just been like really sad or felt disconnected with myself or felt used by somebody, or like just anything, honestly. And it is Mind Platter by Najwa Zeban. I don't know how to say her name. I've been following her on Instagram for years. She is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful writer. I don't know if you'd call her a writer or a poet, because she writes more like poems kind of, but each page is just about different things, like a step forward. And there's a whole excerpt about like stepping forward, moving on, life simplified. Like, it's just amazing. Simplicity is key, the way they treat you. And this book has given me so much confidence in myself. Like, if somebody used to call me a rude name, or in a relationship, if I was cheated on, I would automatically think I'm the bad girlfriend. I'm the one who's done something wrong. Like, what did I do to deserve this? I screwed up, like thinking that it's my fault, when in reality, you know, it says more about the other person than it really does say about you. And this book has just taught me a lot about that, a lot about relationships, a lot about where I stand, becoming aware with myself and what I deserve. And that, like, this book, oh God, if I could buy everybody a copy of this book too, I would honestly do that. This book has just changed my life. It is absolutely amazing. And yeah, it's just, I've had it for like 3 years now, or 2 years. Whenever she first wrote it is when I got it. Like, she just came out, that I bought that thing on Amazon so fast. And she also has another book called just like about heartbreak, pretty much like getting out of toxic, the nectar of pain. So it's basically about like, if you know, it teaches you how to deal with loss, whether that's mourning of a death or like a relationship, just tons of things, or a job. Like, it really, I want to read that. I've seen a lot of excerpts from my friends that have been reading it, and I need to get my hands on that book. Even though I'm not going through something like that right now, these are all things and tools that will give you the power to like just be better in those situations, because you can't avoid these things in life, you know? You can't just live your life in a bubble and avoid potentially getting your heart broken, or potentially like losing somebody special to you. You just can't. So you might as well be good at learning how to deal with life when life hits. Let me grab the other few books really quick. Hopefully my camera doesn't die. So the next book was The Alchemist, and I like this a lot. It's just a very short, easy read. Personally, I felt like when I was reading it, I already knew the outcome and the whole moral of the story and what you get out of it. I felt like I understood it already, but the story in general was great and very captivating, and it's just a really short, easy read. The words are big. There's not a lot of words on the page. That's really appealing when you're somebody who doesn't like reading, like me. Oh, also, Daring Greatly, which I don't have with me right now because I gave it to my friend to read, by Brené Brown, is one of the best books ever. Once again, I would give that book to everybody. And it's basically just teaching you how to be vulnerable and why vulnerability leads to so many great, amazing, beautiful things, and how if you can accept being vulnerable, you can accept yourself. You can live life wholeheartedly. And it's such a scary thing to do, but it is really something that you have to practice, and just put yourself out there and do it and embrace who you are. Dare greatly is what she says, essentially. That's basically like a summary of the book, but that book is amazing. If you can get your hands on that book, you need to. Just go on Amazon and get all these books. Honestly, I'm not gonna like give you a book that's bad. I don't read, like I do not read. So if I'm telling you to read something, you should probably read it, because it means it's that good. It's The Happiness Project. I got halfway through this a couple summers ago. I got so busy, and I think I had gone to Maine and left the book at home, so I never finished it. I still would like to finish it. It's a really good book, and it is just basically like teaching you how to not necessarily live like a minimalistic life, but just really embracing like what in life makes you happy, and how it's not necessarily the materialistic things, and how there's so much more to life and happiness than money, cars, and stuff like that. This book, which I am currently reading, I have not finished it. It's a fat one. It is The 12 Rules for Life, an antidote for chaos, by Jordan B. Peterson. One of my old clients and good friends gave me this book. It's a really good book. It's very interesting, It's a little bit more intense, I would say. It's not as much of an easy read. Like everything else I've listed is a very simple read. This one is a little bit more difficult. Sometimes I have to go back, reread things, and you have to think more of the bigger picture than what is like being said right there. Okay, I'm sorry I had to do a camera swap. It just flew out of my straw all on my couch. Anyway, don't think that you don't need to read these books, because I promise you, you can always take something away from these books, always. Like, I was somebody where I was like, oh, I don't really need to know that. Like, I know what I need to do, but I really didn't. Like, in all honesty, I really didn't. Obviously, I didn't. I don't have life figured out, but like these books have helped me so much. And I feel like they've given me so much more wisdom, so much more confidence in myself, and just they've given me the ability to really learn and like live life to my fullest and happiest. Like, I would say after reading these books, most of these, I've become like, my happiness has gone from here to here all the time. And that's not saying that I haven't experienced anything tragic or that nothing sad's happened to me. I've had plenty of things happen to me that are worth crying about, worth, you know, being upset about. But honestly, these books have just given me the tools to be a much stronger person, much more confident person, and a much more open person. So I will link all of these below with my little Amazon link. I have an Amazon affiliate link, so if you do purchase it through the link in there, you will help me out, and I will love you forever for that. But if not, like, I get it, it's fine. But I really would appreciate it. So I hope you can find some of these books. If you guys have any other book recommendations, please leave them below. If you follow me on Instagram and you see my Snapchat story, I'm super big on like self-help, personal development, and stuff like that. And I love spreading that and talking about that with other people. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found some of this very helpful. I will see you in the next video. Thank you as always for watching. And that is all. Bye.